Hello, Paul Robinson from bushcraftcanada.com. Okay, got a very eagerly anticipated knife here from Fallkniven. This is their brand new R2 SCOUT. Literally just came out. Just received our delivery in, and as soon as I saw this knife, I thought, it's going to be a good one. And we had so much interest in it. I think Fallkniven have got a very, very good knife on their hands. You can tell actually by looking at it, very simple, very practical, typical of Fallkniven, you know, very high quality, you know, nothing flashy about the design, just practical, to the point, you might say. And this in the hand, it feels exactly that sort of knife, the sort of knife that you want to do something with, you know, bushcraft or woodwork, or there's a camp knife or something. It's just a great little knife. Feels quite a chunky little knife actually. When I saw the dimensions, I was thinking about the knives that is most similar to, probably a TK6 in terms of dimensions. But when you pick the knife up, there's that nice chunky feel to it, which is nice. It's got a nice width and a good bit of depth in the handle, so that's what you want on a smaller knife. You know, you can see I've got that 4-finger grip, and I can get a very comfortable grip on this knife. I've got pretty average size hands. So a compact knife, 80mm blade. But nice, like I say, chunky feel to it, 4.8mm thick spine. Nice bit of width, like I say, in the handle, and depth. And I'll quickly show you, actually, against an F1. It's probably the knife that most people are familiar with from Fallkniven. I'll try and show you that there. This is the F1 is a 97mm blade. But you can see the handle depth. It's probably even, maybe a touch more on the R2. And certainly in terms of width, you can see there's probably, if anything, a little bit more on the R2. And that does mean that you get a very comfortable grip. Like I say, a very, very good grip. So the construction is very similar to the F1 I've just showed you. Actually, it has this wrap-round thermon handle, so they've nibbled off a bit of the tang, top and bottom. But it is essentially, you know, it's a full tang knife with an exposed tang. It's almost broad, but not quite. This thermon handle gives great grip, nicely textured, works very well with gloved hands too. It's a very good material, like I say, very practical. Nice quick taper on the tip there. The knife itself is using the ELMAX steel. Now, that's kind of interesting. It's a little bit of a new departure for Fallkniven, that she usually use the sort of laminate VG10s and the cobalt steels. And I wonder whether, well, A, there is a European connection with ELMAX, and B, I know the price of cobalt has gone up significantly. I don't know if that's an issue for Fallkniven in terms of going ahead, and they're looking for some very high-end steels elsewhere. I don't know, actually. It could just be that they have that European connection, and ELMAX is certainly a steel you would want to see on a knife. It's a very, very high-end steel, very tough indeed. This one's about 61, 62 HRC. You know, it's just one of those steels that's good at everything, and this is going to have very, very good edge holding. I believe this has that ice grind, that improved convex grind you see on some of the knives. But a very, very nice knife, like I say, in the hand. Feels, those knives with those finger length blades, highly controllable, and it feels like a very useful knife. The sheath it comes with is very similar to the sheath you get on the X range of knives from Fallkniven. Is the Zytel, which again, very tough material, has this lock on it on the side there, and you can lash it in you know, different ways and belt mount it. That's a very practical, very durable sheath. They drain very quickly, these, and they're very stable in cold temperatures. A very nice sheath, and like I say, I think it's an excellent knife. And Fallkniven have just got some excellent designs, and I think this is worthy of its place within the Fallkniven lineup, and the steel too. It's just a great overall knife. And if you're looking for a compact bushcraft outdoor knife, you know, definitely worth a look, these. I don't know what the availability is like at the moment. I don't suspect they'll last long, but I know there will be in production a bit later in the year. So if you do miss out, there will be should be some more later on. But a great knife from Fallkniven, the R2 SCOUT. You can see them on our site, bushcraftcanada.com. And as always, if you don't see or hear the information in the videos, you can just give me an email, paul@bushcraftcanada.com.